It was the beef Wellington lunch that's become an international obsession. With Erin Patterson's mushroom murder trial starting today, there's a big crowd in this once sleepy town.
An accused mushroom cook turned alleged triple murderer now on trial.
Erin, is there anything you'd like to say?
Excuse me. The circus, the mushroom circus, has come to town.
It's captured the people's imagination.
Erin Patterson, charged with killing 3 of her ex-husband's relatives by allegedly serving them a beef Wellington laced with lethal death cap mushrooms.
It's no good because it's always bad news up here.
The trial's being held in Morwell in Victoria's Latrobe Valley, 2 hours' drive from Melbourne.
Well, we've definitely been hearing our name a little bit more out there recently, so hopefully that's good for business.
It's a sleepy regional town suddenly thrust into the epicentre of what's being touted the trial of the year.
An Australian family's meal is now the centre of a homicide.
Police are refusing to rule out foul play after a deadly meal claimed 3 lives.
The world's eyes will be glued to courtroom 4, with press from around the globe expected to descend down under. Accommodations been booked out for weeks.
Initially, when it hit the headlines, we're inundated with the calls. There's people from interstate. There's a lady who's a crime writer writing a book, witnesses, media, and just general people that were interested in the case to come to the town.
Retired Detective John owns the Cedar Lodge Motel. He's lived in Morwell since the 80s.
Everyone's talking about it, have done for ages. You know, it's a very unusual case.
How many extra coffees are you getting ready to make?
Don't ask, mate. I can't even count. Can't keep up.
Barista Brandon from the Daily Cafe next door.
Morwell's usually a bit of a ghost town, so it's actually created a little bit of a buzz. Obviously, they're doing the town up a little bit. You can tell the gardens and everything is coming up really nice. So
it's been spruced up, the town?
Yeah, it's just for this, pretty much.
If you're looking for a newspaper commentary, this is the place to come.
At the local news agency, owner Ray's gearing up for the papers to fly off the shelves.
We've ordered more papers. We've sort of increased the amount of papers that we're getting, but it'll be interesting as it pans out what people will be looking for as commentary.
More locals are probably just curious to see who's coming into town or if they can still get a park out the front and things like that.
Jenny's been a real estate agent here for 40 years.
It's regional, so people from the country are always wonderful to deal with.
Erin Patterson's former in-laws, Don and Gail Patterson, and Gail's sister, Heather Wilkinson, all died following that fateful lunch in July 2023. Heather's husband, Pastor Ian Wilkinson, was the sole survivor.
It's not just the headlines, but it's really hurt a lot of people, hasn't it?
Yes. Well, especially the people that are in the religious section of it, they're devastated. Yeah, because there are a few churches around that way.
So, was it murder or a terrible accident? It's a question 12 ordinary Victorians will answer. The men and women of the jury, today impanelled on day 1 of the 6-week Supreme Court trial. I was sitting a metre or 2 away from Erin Patterson inside the courtroom, and she spent most of the hearing looking over towards the jury. A bombshell late this afternoon. The jury told that initially Erin had been charged with multiple counts of attempted murder in relation to her ex-husband Simon, but those charges were now being dropped.
Because we've already got our verdicts.
It'll be up to the jury, I suppose.
That's right.
Interesting to see how it pans out in the next few days.